Hello, strong people. Week 5, day 1 of All American Pro Am Prep. It is the week of the competition. So today, last touches on log, super light. 2 sets of 5 at 200 pounds. I thought about not suiting up for it, like throwing on my gear and whatever, but I am, just because I want it. I'm going to feel the same. I want everything to feel the same. So we're going to do that. Then I have some lighter lat pull downs, like 2 sets of 15. And that's pretty much it. I think there's 1 or 2 more things, super light accessories, but I don't even remember what they are right now. But today's the week. Today is the week. It makes no sense. This week is the week. Saturday, we will be competing. I actually don't even know who is a pro that I'm competing against. I don't even know if there are any pros actually in the show. It might all be amateurs. No. I'll have to look. I don't remember. I don't think everybody that's signed up is still competing, so obviously not. I know there's some that aren't. At least one. And they're a pro. So I don't know. I'll have to check. Talk to my buddies that are competing. Either way, we have an opportunity to earn our pro card. This is something that I know you can't read it, it's backwards, but pro. It's written in the top 2 corners. It's been there for, since start of the year maybe, a little bit longer. I actually don't remember, but that's it. Funny enough, I actually erased the Arnold off of there before I qualified for the Arnold. So I guess I kind of knocked that one off the list without it being on the list anymore. But I watched Strongest Man on Earth this weekend. That was this weekend. I'm so antsy to compete. So OSG last year was stupid heavy. I want another show like that. That's what I want to do. This show, Strongest Man on Earth, obviously it's the heaviest show in existence. And honestly, this is something I had kind of a realization talking with my other strongman buddies. They were like, we were talking about, competitions, like what the big 4 is for us amateurs, or, some pros too. But there's ASM, America's Strongest Man, the Arnold Pro-Am, OSG, and the Shaw Classic. Those 4 are like the amateur/pro big 4, the pro below the top level. So that's something in my mouth. I think it was a piece of a rice cake. But that's like our big 4. So it's insane to think that you have a great day at one of those shows. You are now at the next level. Well, specifically, the Arnold, OSG, and the Shaw Classic. ASM had a Giants Live invite last year. I don't know that it still does this year. So that one might not have anything after it, but it's still the premise of being America's Strongest Man. That title holds some notoriety. Could lead to more invites elsewhere. Not guaranteed, but in general, you have a great day at one of those shows, you win. You're either at the Arnold Pro, Giants Live, possibly World's Strongest Man, if OSG, or the Shaw Strongest Man on Earth. Absolutely crazy to think about. Not to mention, I've competed with 4 of the guys at Strongest Man on Earth this year. Nick Guardione, competed against him a couple times. Nationals and OSG. Josh Spurgeon, actually, we competed against him at regionals down here in towards Monaca, and then OSG. Bryce Johnson at OSG, who took 5th, which is crazy. I'm pretty sure that's an auto invite back for next year. And then Lucas Hatton, back whenever he took 2nd at Nationals, I competed against him. And I'm supposed to compete against him again at America's Strongest Man, but I don't know if he'll still do it. I don't really know why he would. I guess just to retain his title maybe, or get the money. It'd be a pretty easy win for him, I would imagine, based on the events, but who knows? I don't know if he'll be doing that. He signed up, so maybe, I've talked enough. Let's do these 2 sets of 5. So still going to warm up, do everything I normally would. I'm not going to do the behind the neck today, just because I'm not going to, I've been itching to push that, and now's not the time to do that. So I'm going to skip that. I'm just going to do my banded stuff, my knee extensions, whatever else, and then blast through 2 sets of 5. All right, those were easy. If those weren't easy, we have a big problem. So let's do a set. I have this pretty light right now, so 2 sets of 15, just paused. I got a bunch of red paint on me or something. That log, I think, scrapes away some of the color on the pads. It's only over here, though. It's weird. I don't have much else to say. I'll talk about Strongest Man on Earth a little bit. That was the best strongman show I've ever seen. That was entertaining the entire way through. American log record broke 3 times. Evan Singleton's, I think it was 1134 trap bar. That is one of the most impressive lifts I've ever seen. The speed, it blows my mind. I expected Singleton to do well at that event, and Hatton matched him, of course. So I don't know who could have done more, just because they pull very differently. Singleton's all about explosiveness. Hatton, not so much. Not that he's not explosive, it's just he lifts a little bit slower in general, which isn't a bad thing, obviously. It's just their style. But Singleton, I was excited for him on that event because it's the one event where you can just let it eat. There's not a whole lot of finesse in a trap bar deadlift. Not a whole lot of technique, like there is, but that's the one event where you can just be like grip and rip, literally. Like you can do that on a deadlift to a degree, but you got to pull through your legs. So, like for me, a trap bar is much better because my legs don't get in the way. Ramping up my thighs on a regular deadlift can be a little bit difficult sometimes, especially if it sticks. But the fact that he moved that, I don't think it's outrageous to say that he might have been able to pull 1,200 pounds. Crazy. I don't even know what to say about that. I was surprised about his yoke, though. I thought he would. I thought he'd win that event. But something else I didn't really expect was Hatton getting 3 reps on the total 3 reps at the last keg on the standing bench press thingy. I didn't see that coming. Mainly because he hasn't benched in so long. But his triceps are just so strong. And he's a thick boy, so that helps. But I didn't expect to see that coming. So, because he doesn't train strict movements, he's very technique oriented, a lot of leg drive. But that doesn't mean that he can't, press. I just didn't expect it to be that well. It's crazy. I love seeing the progression from year to year because I've watched every year of the Strongest Man on Earth. And guys just get better and better every year. They bring back the same events here and there, but you see crazy improvements next time. Like that trap bar, I think there's going to be some stupid numbers on that trap bar. If they bring it back next year, year after, whenever it is, I think it's going to be something absurd. Let's do this last set. God, I gotta swap out this contact. It's been messing me. There's a rip in it or something. I was driving to work. I was like 5 minutes from work today, and I itched my eye, and then all of a sudden I couldn't see in it. If you don't know, I wear contact lenses. I am blind without them. I mean, like this, I can't see like more than this far. Like this, there's a Titan Fitness logo right here. It's pretty big font, so that might be exaggerating a bit, but most things I would not be able to see within a foot of my face. Well, I itched my right eye, and then all of a sudden my vision went wonky. I was like, what's going on? So I closed my left eye, and I was like, oh, all right, two possibilities here. The contact is in my eyelid somewhere, or the second one, I lost my contact somewhere. So I'm driving, not knowing, what exactly is going on. And if you've never experienced this, it's probably worse for people like me that have pretty bad vision. So when I lose a contact, I can still see perfectly fine out of one eye, obviously, because there's a contact in that eye. But now the difference between this eye to this eye is drastic. So it's almost like an immediate migraine sort of thing, because the two eyes are completely focused on two different things. It hurts my head within minutes. So if I wouldn't, no, I did find my contact. It was like in my shirt, like down here, like a fold on my shirt or whatever. So I was like, oh God, please hope I can't let this not rip right now. So I'm driving through traffic doing this. I did the thing that like you do as a last resort when you have contacts and nothing else around to clean them. I put it in my mouth for like 2 seconds, got it wet, and I put it back in my eye while I'm driving, and it was okay. So I got lucky. I found it, put it in. It was fine. If I wouldn't have found it, I would have had to go home. I would have had to call off because I wouldn't be able to. It'd be painful all day. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I wouldn't be able to see correctly. I actually drove part of the way with this eye closed, trying to drive with one eye. Because with both eyes open, it was worse. The difference in vision, one focused, one not, it was terrible. But I found it, put it in, so we're all good. So I immediately ordered new contacts. I need some anyway. I needed some before Vegas. I always take extras with me just in case. But I got a set, so hopefully they come in another week or two. But it was bad. Oh, and I got a new gym bag too. I ordered one of those. So the one I have right now is stinky and small. So needed a better one. Especially I got it with wheels. some of these places you got to carry your bags really far, especially through an airport or something. Well, not necessarily an airport because, you know, they take it right there when you check in, but not fun. Not fun to carry, you know, like 2-3 bags around with you. So, but I'm going to call it there. I got bicep, tricep stuff to do, I think it is. Tomorrow, I think, is maybe some very light deadlifts. Usually is what it is. But that'll be it. And then game day Saturday. Oh, plus a lot of walking. But that's it for tonight. So until next time, go out, get strong, stay strong, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.